Is this working? I think I'm oriented correctly. It looks like everything's okay. I think we're in good shape. Okay, beautiful. Welcome to the Corona Cafe, episode 1. This is Jacob Robertson, live from Western Washington. I suspect that our state's about to get quarantined. At least that's the word on the street. Nonetheless, we might as well just hang out, enjoy some coffee. We're going to be doing a lot of talking to each other via the internets. I know I'm not sideways. Thank you, Amy. I was actually, so if you ever decide to live stream and you want to get like a horizontal thingy, this is for Amy or anybody else, you just put it sideways and you're going to have like, I'm going to try to do it this way. So you'll have all of the little things at the bottom and it'll be oriented correctly. If your stuff's off to the side right up here, that means you're recording sideways and it looks all screwed up. Anyways, what's up everybody? Just thought I'd shout out, say, hey, how's it going? So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the coronavirus a little bit. Good news, bad news. Good news, there is a drug that the French are trying. It's a Belgian drug. They did a trial in one of their hospitals with 40 different patients, and they all recovered from it. Works great. That's fantastic. I don't remember the name of the drug because it's some chemical compound. And there needs to be further trials on it. Nonetheless, it's still going to take a while to ramp that kind of stuff up and get it into production to where, 7 billion people could take that drug. So that's the good news. Bad news, things are starting to slow down quite a bit. Like I said, I think Washington State is about to get quarantined. California already did, and I would expect more of them to come along. Also, you don't want to get injured right now. So there's a blood shortage at the moment. If you have the ability to go donate, I strongly encourage you to do so. But what does this mean? So there's a belief among millennials, which is, oh, screw it. It doesn't matter if I get sick. If a hospital's full of people who are sick from the coronavirus and all the beds are filled, if you wind up getting a car accident, they're not going to have space for you. Also, if you need massive amounts of blood and you have a gunshot wound or whatever it is, and there aren't pints of blood in storage or whatever, like the American Red Cross is running critically low at the moment. You don't want to get injured. Moral of this story is you should be smart and take care of yourself. I would not recommend rock climbing without a harness right now. It's time to lay low and chill out. So how do we do this without losing our damn minds? I recommend picking 1 or 2 things to get really good at over this amount of time. So I have picked live streaming, so I'm going to do that every single day, and kettlebells. So my kettlebell routine is 100 kettlebell swings, followed by 10 Turkish get-ups, 5 on each side, every single day. What's great about it is it's a workout that you can do from home. Don't have to go to a gym or anything. You don't need a lot of equipment, just one bell. And if you're going to order anything like that off of Amazon, actually Amazon's not really shipping a bunch of that stuff right now. You might be sincerely out of luck. If you're going to order it soon. Amazon is, so something they're doing is they're no longer stocking books, CDs, or records. They are making room for medical equipment and cleaning supplies. With that said, I think one of the big winners out of this is going to be Amazon. If I had some money, I would stick it into that stock, maybe once the turnaround happens. Again, well, actually, I've never said this before. Don't take financial advice from some realtor on Facebook live streaming with bad hair, okay? Recommend that. With that said, Amazon's going to be one of the big retailers. I mean, it already is, but I mean, it'll probably come out the world's largest retailer, in my humble opinion. And you're also going to see a lot of people who no longer want to go to stores and are going to be freaked out about this stuff for years. So let's go back to developing some skills. What's something that you've always wanted to learn? Have you ever wanted to learn how to shuffle? Have you ever wanted to learn how to cook? Have you ever wanted to learn how to basket weave? Do any of this stuff? I strongly encourage what to do. So great question. Sorry, I can't go back in the comments. So a Turkish get-up, cousin Natalie, is you're lying flat on your back. You get a heavy kettlebell. So you want to do like your size, you probably want to get like a 20-pounder. And what you do is you get the kettlebell in this position and you push it straight out, but you're lying on the ground, so it's going straight up. And then from lying on the ground, you just stand all the way up and then go back down to the ground. It sounds kind of dumb and it's not the coolest looking thing in the world, but it is a tough. Amy Pellegrini could learn how to play the piano. In fact, I strongly encourage her to. Yeah, I also encourage your friends to. I would like to see all of my friends come out of this stronger and better. You're also going to want to keep yourself busy. So with like my wife and I, our big threat is getting bored probably, and possibly getting at each other's throats. We've come up with some projects around the house that we want to work on. With people with kids, I strongly encourage some sort of activity. If you have little kids right now, God bless you. I wish you the best of luck in the world. Because God, I wouldn't want to be cooped up with a little 2-year-old right now. Anyways, what are some other things? I strongly encourage exercise. You should exercise throughout this thing. Even if you don't have any equipment, you could do something simple like, I'm going to do 10 push-ups a day, I'm going to do 10 sit-ups a day, and I'm going to do 10 air squats. Do that for a week. See how you feel. Next week, you can ramp it up to 15, 15, and 15, and just keep doing that. I mean, you're going to not hit everything, but at least you're growing, coming out stronger, getting better. So that's a good one. Eat healthy. Get lots of sunshine. I recommend going for a walk. Even if things are in quarantine, if somebody's coming towards you, just walk to the other side of the street. But you should definitely get, at a bare minimum, a half-hour walk every single day. You're going to go freaking stir crazy if you don't. Plus, get outside. See how, everything's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay at the same time. As far as your panic level, like what I would strongly encourage is like, over here is not freaked out at all, and over here is totally freaked out. You should be somewhere right in the middle. And be prepared for something. So, good news. America, for my friends who are in America, the United States, we have the strongest, I would say the most... I think you should go cut some blackberries, Richard. You have a ton of them, but maybe you want to keep them for a root food supply. I don't know. You tell me. But no, we have the most robust supply chain on the planet in regards to food production. The United States produces a ton of food. So I wouldn't worry about starvation or anything like that. The shelves got wiped out in a lot of stores over the first week, and then they were filled again. With that said, I'd still have, 5 pounds of beans and 5 pounds of rice just stashed somewhere in your house for a rainy day. That'd be a really good way to deal with it. If you know people who aren't really concerned about this and they're like, screw it, it'll be perfectly fine. I'm going to go out and do a bunch of Molly, go to the club and drink. You shouldn't be friends with those people. Like, just use this as an opportunity to cut them out. Like, you exercise bad judgment. I suspect in the future you will have bad judgment. Yeah, that's good. Anyways, what else do I have on my little list right here? Yeah, be smart. You don't want to blah. That's basically it in a nutshell. I'm going to go from there and slowly get better and better, I suspect, hopefully. Much like Amy Pellegrini and her piano lessons and Richard Karstens and his blackberry cutting. I suspect you to be so proficient, Richard, that I will ask you someday to come up here and cut my blackberries when I have the house big enough. I live in the, I don't live in the ghetto, but it's not something, Oh, hey, Samantha, how are you doing? Hell, here's something to do. Like, Samantha, you should friend her, Samantha Moore. And Samantha should do a live Facebook cooking class. She's fantastic. It's been 10 years since I've had her scallops, and I still remember how good they are. I'm not even kidding. I even remember little microgreens in your citrus, whatever that's called. I haven't worked in restaurants in 10 years, so I don't remember anyways. Thank you for the compliment. Sorry, this is pretty fun. Anyways, so I'm going to check out right now and go to Costco, fill up my car with gas, go buy some stuff. Oh, here's another one. Okay, one last little thing, throwing it out there. Find somebody you can help. So if you're concerned about yourself or like, we'll cover this next week. But Citrus Bure Blanc. Yeah, that's it. It's freaking great. What was a terrible... Oh, no, I'm just going there to get gas, Amy. So I encourage everybody having a full tank of gas. I think it's a really good idea right now. I wouldn't recommend it running low. I don't think anything's going to happen to, gas or, your big sort of commodities, but, it might get a little bit tight. We'll see what happens. I would just, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. You don't want to get caught with your pants down at a club without a rubber. I don't know what the expression is. I really don't. And I had a really good point, but I freaking lost it. It was somewhere around Samantha's Citrus Blanc. Sick, injury, developed new skill, da 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 da. I have my list that I could try reading here. I'm not wearing my glasses because it actually looks pretty bad. Hi, Carmela. I am coming to you live from the coronavirus in Carmela's beautiful office. Look at her flowers right here. She's got some more over here. It's a very nice, lovely. Carmela lets me work out of here. I love you, Carmela. Well, you and I can talk later. We'll talk about our stuff later. Anyways, that's basically all I have. Oh, taking care of somebody, helping an old person. I remember now. So there's an app called Nextdoor. I strongly encourage everyone to download it. Nextdoor is basically, it's a way for you to just connect with the people in your, like, basically on your block. What I found is there's a lot of old people or people who are sick, immunization, or like compromised. Sorry, I shouldn't read and talk at the same time. And yes, Richard, helping people, exactly. It makes you feel better. And so it's starting your day out. You're like, so here's my story. I got on Nextdoor. There were some people who were really freaked out. Lady's a cancer patient and has a small dog. She has a compromised immune system. She also has really low blood pressure. She can't go out and walk her dog. So I reached out and said, hey, you know what? I'll go ahead and help you walk your dog and go shopping for her. So for the last week, I've been taking out little Tootsie, and Tootsie goes out, well, she goes out 4 times a day and I help out twice. But, you know, I start out my day helping somebody and then it's like, you know, oh, I feel pretty good. Actually, I start out my day swinging kettlebells, meditating and doing all these other things that we'll talk about in another time. To just set the morning right, and then you'll be able to set up yourself for the rest of the day. If you can start out your day with like, okay, I'm gonna like, actually I'm starting to, is that the curve? Yeah, that's actually, okay. Sorry, reading oriented. So, you know, you can wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, I can't even believe this whole corona thing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go drink some tea and watch the sunrise, and I'm gonna go do some push-ups, and then I'm gonna help this old lady with her dog, and ding, 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 you know, you start out your day, you're maybe at like 10 or 11 o'clock and you're feeling pretty good. And hopefully that momentum carries you throughout the day while you learn how to cook, paint, basket weave, piano, live stream on Facebook. Maybe cut your own hair. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that done for a little while. Anyways, I love you all. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover in the comments. We'll just go from there. Have fun. It's going to be okay. Bye.